So I've been wearing this hairpiece for a month. I felt weird saying that. I've been wearing this hair. It's like, you don't wear hair. Like, yeah, I actually do. I keep forgetting. Okay? I mean, I've lost my mind a little bit maybe. Anyway, the reason I wanted to film this was because I'm going to show you that muck, which I've been doing incorrectly all these years, must be applied to dry hair. It says so on here, but I've always been in a hurry. I thought, get out of the shower, dry it enough so that it's moist, then apply the muck. But that's why it always ends up in like jagged edges instead of simply creating a nice flip. So I'm still gonna wet it. My hands, I mean. See, I've matured. I would never have let that go before. Alright. So my hands are now moist, like your mother's vagina. And I'm gonna just run my hands through my hair, like so. Hoping that a month-old hairpiece that's been reattached about twice, maybe 3 times, maybe once a week kind of thing, doesn't get ripped off my head. Because it wasn't that long ago that I came out of the shower. And also in the shower. So I don't want it to, you know, the glue would be kind of melted from that experience still. Because of the heat of the shower, not because of the water, which can't get in. But it could probably be wet around the front rim, you know. It's always important to wet the rim. But it's much better if you want some grip to make sure that the rim is dry. I'm going on the radio tonight. Yeah, I used to have a show, but amazingly that didn't kick me off. I was just non-stop making innuendo bullshit references. And see, I had the graveyard shift and I just got drunk with my friends when I had some, occasionally. Well, anyway, one of the guys I set up with the show, he was a guest on my show, and now he runs a show, not the same style of show though. So, yo. I've got to be on my best behavior, really. So what's happening with a 1-month-old hairpiece that's been on my head for a month and been worn and torn and whatever? Well, it's degraded a bit. But this one, like I've explained to you before, was all flowing in one direction. So it's very easy to keep it front flowing without any of that kind of like a lump up there trying to go in that direction. So soon, probably in a week or 2, as the front bits of hair come out from wear and tear, basically from brushing and stuff, I'm doing things like this. Oh, there's a spare one, pulling it off. Okay, so we just lost another 2 hairs because they're V-loops, right? So you pull out one and the other end comes with it. I'm trying to learn some music for my show that I'm building, which is basically making backing tracks. And I'm going to perform this with my guitar and singing it with a little screen and everything, so I can see what I'm up to in the song, especially when it's just like for 32 beats and no indication where the song's at, unless I keep time with the screen. I might get it right, but then there are times when there's no guitar either, so can't perform at your best if you don't know what's going on. Apparently people cheat with backing tracks often when there are things like that going on. They have, you know, a recording of them playing the guitar through the bits where, or some other thing going on. And some songs just start straight out like, just gonna stand there and watch me burn. But that's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. That's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie. Can't tell you what it really is. I don't know the words yet. But that song starts with a note that has so yet been unheard. So I'm gonna have to string it in together with a previous song. I'm gonna have to do playlists and maybe just go from, okay, that song's in, I think, G minor. It's E minor with a capo on the 3rd fret. So it's G minor. I won't be using capo because I don't want to be swapping capos. I have got a capo which is also a tuner, and so it's called a tapo. It's fucking awesome, and it's using the vibrations of the guitar itself to give me the readout. But I'm getting a jammy in August. I ordered it in May, but they haven't been kind of produced yet. These are the first ever digital guitars, and basically it's 2 pieces. They're a click, and then I've got a wireless attachment which will already be plugged in. I'll just go, so it'll be beaming a 2.4 gigahertz probably signal over to my mixer, which is running on a USB battery, that power pack, everything to the beat. And I've been testing out my Mega Boom with the microphone and everything that I got, you know, and it sounds fucking awesome. There are big problems though with Bluetooth, can't do it. Bluetooth can happen with the feed of music from the iPad, so the iPad can stand alone on the microphone stand without any cables, because everything comes from the iPad. It's the drummer, it's the main person in charge of keeping the beat and everything. So it could be delayed by, 500 milliseconds, but I wouldn't know unless the play button was delayed after I lifted my finger. But the thing is, with that, you press it and then it happens. I don't know if there's not that much of a delay actually, but it's definitely not now. Just gonna stand there. It's not like that. I think there is a bit of a delay. Probably is. I'm just used to it probably. But if I sing through the microphone, I really notice it then, because then I'll be going, just wanna. I can't do the ventriloquist stuff. Yeah, that's what would happen. That's what has happened. So I can't use Bluetooth for a lot of things that I was going to use Bluetooth for, unfortunately. And I can't use 2.4 gigahertz frequency for everything because there'll be clashes and stuff. So I'm going to have to pay some money to get proper RF transmitters and receivers, because Bluetooth is incapable of doing what we need. I don't know why I had to go backwards. RF has a huge range, and Bluetooth has a little pissy little range. And it gets paired, and it takes 90 seconds with some devices to pair. And then there are issues with swapping from one to the next. It's just a pain in the ass. It's cool how it's got its designated own signal with a world full of radio frequencies flying all over the place, but they could have done it without a lag. It was completely unnecessary. RF has no lag. It's like the speed of electromagnetism, and processing is faster than my brain can comprehend it. So it seems instant to me. Like with microphone with some reverb on it, can't tell. Even if it didn't have reverb, it would seem direct from mouth to ear. All right, I'm gonna go on the radio now. See ya.